All right, Linda, we'll be getting settled in to start here in a few minutes. Just so you know, we're going to be doing gentle flexibility tonight. It's a new video out that we have. So those videos will actually be released on December 18th. So we're going to get a little sneak peek here and go over some stretching tonight. So I have on just really comfy clothes, nice festive Christmas pants, and no shoes, just socks. I have a yoga mat on the floor just for comfort. You can have a towel or a blanket on the floor too if you don't have a yoga mat. And as far as the session goes, we're going to go from head to toe, basically holding everything for about 30 seconds. If you have a small ball, I have a lacrosse ball here. You can use a tennis ball or a golf ball, something along that lines. We're going to be rolling on the bottom of our foot at the end. So if you have something like this handy around, grab that real quick. The other thing we are going to do is detach the bands from the Primal 7 system here. So we're going to be doing some stretching later on with that. If you guys have longer legs, you can use, and the band is a little too short, you can use a yoga strap here, or you can use a belt. So all you would have to do is make a loop, like pull it through, make a loop, and then put your foot through the hole for a little stretching. Another option is a bathrobe tie. Is normally pretty long, so you can use those for stretching as well. But for me, I'm about 5'5", so I use the band here. But this is an option. You can have a yoga strap or something like that handy. So we'll just wait a few more minutes here, and then we'll get going.
Do I need a yoga mat?
If you have one, you can use it. I have mine on the floor just because cold tile doesn't feel very good. But if you're on carpet or something comfortable, you don't have to worry about it.
I'll be right back.
It's up to you for comfort. Okay, sure.
I'm outside on concrete, so I'll be back.
Oh, yeah. I would get a yoga mat then.
I'd like to see how it's hooked on your door there. I've got my Primal kit and don't know how to hook it up.
Oh, well, shoot. We have a setup workshop. It's the end of the month.
I know, it's later.
If you will privately message me on the chat down here, send me your email, and I will send you a link to our setup workshop so you can try to get it going. I'll quickly show you. It's a really good workshop. Fast. Yeah, so it looks like that. Well, you can't really see underneath my Christmas decorations, but just real quick there, all I did was I threw it over the top of the door and then closed the door, and then I can move these side to side however wide I would like it to be. Okay,
so I don't need a bar.
Set up on my door.
I don't need a bar.
If you have a door that opens away from you, you can throw it on the door. If the door opens towards you, then you're using the door as support and not necessarily the frame. You want to be using the frame. So I have my door opening away from me, if that makes sense.
Yes.
A bar is very sturdy and very steady as long as you have it mounted into studs. So let me see if I'm in the frame here now. Yep, that's good. So yes, if you can, is this Linda that I'm talking to?
Yes.
Okay, Linda, if you can go down to the chat and then click, when it says to everybody, hit that drop down box and then click on me and then type your email address in. I will send you the link to the setup workshop. And then if you have any questions at all, I will send you my email as well, jenna@primal7.com. And I can help you troubleshoot with anything like setup related that you need, okay?
Okay, thank you.
All right, yeah, no problem. Okay, all right, so it is about 6:30 here. Let's see here. All right, so I'm gonna put a mute on everybody. At the end, if you guys have any questions, feel free to just wait till the end, save that little question, mark it in the back of your head, and we'll go over anything you need at the end of the session, okay? All right, so let me get back here and we'll get started, okay? So welcome everybody to our gentle stretching class. This is a brand new series of stretching classes that we designed to help you guys stay mobile and limber, to use after workouts, before workouts, and kind of everywhere in between. A lot of times I like to take a stretch day as like a rest day. So instead of doing absolutely nothing and just sitting on the couch, I'll go through a stretch class or just a little stretching session myself, just to make sure that I'm staying loose and limber. And it can also help flush some of the lactic acid out of your legs and arms or whatever store from whatever workouts you've been doing. It's also a great idea to keep stretching because a lot of us sit at desks throughout the day. So when we sit, I'll kind of demonstrate there. My hip flexors here in front, my hamstrings back here, they're both bent, so they get in a nice shortened position. Also, you can see from typing or creating some tightness in our chest and actually in the back of our neck as well. So it's a good idea to stretch actually even if you aren't working out, so we can stay in proper postures and just keep our body nice and happy basically. So tonight, have comfortable clothes on. I have my festive Christmas pants on tonight because they're really comfortable and holiday season. And I have socks on too, so no shoes. I have a yoga mat here on the floor just for comfort. If you don't have a yoga mat, you can use a towel or a blanket. If you're on carpet or something soft, don't worry about it, it's okay. But if you're sitting on like hard, cold tile, I would recommend having something nice and soft underneath you just for comfort. I also have here a ball. This is my lacrosse ball. You can use a golf ball or a tennis ball too, if you have it laying around next to you. If you don't, then it's okay. What we're gonna do with this at the end is roll our foot on it to give a little massage of our plantar fascia and our arch. So if you don't have a ball handy, you can just take your fingers and kind of massage in your foot, okay? And then the last thing here we'll be using our Primal 7 system towards the middle / end. We're actually going to detach the band from the buckles, and we're going to use that to stretch our legs out. Now, if we have some people that are a little bit taller and that band is just a little too short for you, you can use a yoga strap, or I have some people that use a bathrobe belt is a good one, or even a regular belt. So what you can do is go like this when you're stretching. We'll be laying down on our back. Or you can take, if you have a belt, you can loop it through like this, if it's a little short, and make a loop for your foot, and then you can put your foot in as well to get that stretch. So that's kind of what we'll be doing. I'm not gonna use my yoga straps, I'm actually gonna use the band because I'm about 5'5" and it fits me, okay? So everything's gonna be about 30 seconds. We're gonna go from the top of our head all the way down to the tips of our toes, basically. So we're gonna do a full body stretch tonight. So if everybody would like to come on down and sit on the floor, okay? I am going to start my timer here, just so I know exactly where we are at. All right, so we're first gonna start off with a neck stretch, okay? Right, our left hand comes on the top of your head, and you're gonna bring your ear over towards your left shoulder. You're gonna feel a nice big stretch here on the outside of your right neck, called your upper tract. All right, it's nice and easy here. We've got about 15 seconds left. It should feel like a gentle stretch with everything that we're doing. It shouldn't feel like things are tearing apart. If it feels like that, just back it off a little bit, okay? 3, 2, 1, and relax. So we're gonna roll our neck forward 5 times. We're gonna go right to left for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Staying on this side now, you're gonna lean, bring your right hand on top of your head and bring your right ear towards your right shoulder. So now we're getting that left upper tract now, okay? If you put your hand down on the floor, kind of depress your shoulder, you can get even a bigger stretch here. All right, nice deep breaths. Make sure you're not holding your breath through any of these stretches. It'll create even more tension than we want. So just nice, easy, deep breaths. Keep holding for 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right, so we're gonna go back to those neck rolls again. For 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right, so now bring your right arm out in front, cross it over your body, and with your left hand, you're just gonna hold your arm here. So we're gonna get a posterior or back of your shoulder stretch here, okay? When you do this, make sure your shoulder isn't shrugging up towards your ear, it's staying gently down and back. So this helps stretch out, like I said earlier, the back side of your shoulder, a little bit of your rotator cuff. Keep holding here for 3, 2, 1, and relax down. All right, shake it out just a little bit, then bring that left arm in front and cross over to the side. Your right arm is now going to kind of cradle your left arm and hold. Again, make sure that left shoulder is staying down. We don't want it creeping up towards our ear. Make sure it's staying down. You're sitting nice and upright. Just gentle breathing in through your nose, out through your mouth. All of these are 30 seconds except for our wrist stretch, which will be coming up after this next one. In 3, 2, 1, relax. Shake it out just a little bit here. All right, go ahead and stand on up and go ahead and grab your rings. So we're gonna do a shoulder stretch here. You're gonna punch the rings up towards the ceiling and then sit your bottom back towards your wall or your door, keeping your hands pressed up towards each other, reaching away from your body. Keep your gaze about 4 feet in front of you. Make sure you're not dropping your head and your chest down, okay? Keep your chest upright. You should feel a stretch in your shoulders and down either part of your side. Hold here for 3, 2, 1, and relax. You can stand on up and put those rings down back at your sides again and come back to sitting on the mat. So we're gonna go into a wrist stretch now. So I'm gonna bring my palm facing out towards you guys and my fingertips are pointing down. You're gonna feel a nice big stretch here, the inner part of your forearm. We'll hold here for 15 seconds and then we'll flip the palm around to do the other side. Ready, set, and flip. So now we've got the top part. These wrist stretches are good for anybody who is working on the computer quite a bit to kind of help relieve some carpal tunnel and get things stretched out. After the stretch, we're gonna put both hands together and do little wrist circles. All right, clasp the hands together. You're gonna go 5 clockwise and then 5 counterclockwise or the other direction. Okay, and then flip my other way here. 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right, palm goes out straight again on your left side, facing away from you. Hold for 3, 2, and 1. Flip it back. Palm faces back towards you now. Fingers are still down. Keep going here. Hold for 3, 2, 1, and relax. Bring both those hands together and then go back to your little circles. Okay, flip the opposite direction again. All right. Okay, so now we're gonna come into the band. I'm gonna pause my timer here for just a second. You guys can get a good setup of what we're going to be doing next. So my band is coming just underneath my shoulders, kind of like we're set up for to do a T-spine twist. So I'm gonna scoot my bottom back just a little bit so I can feel the band gently pulling my thoracic spine or my mid-spine up just a little bit, just to give me a little bit of support here, okay? So it should just be resting gently underneath. So if it's too far up, it'll kind of feel like it's pinching, then you can kind of scoot forward a little bit. So it's not pinching up into your armpit as much there. All right, so from here, all we're gonna do is gently lean back into the band and then bring your arms out to the side. You should feel a big stretch across the front part of your arms and across your chest. So my eyes are looking up towards the anchors. I'm not tipping my head back too far. I'm just gently gazing at the anchors there. Don't want anybody getting dizzy. Just gently in through the nose and out through the mouth. It should feel like a good stretch after being at our computers and desks all day. Hold for 3, 2, 1, and relax. Now sitting up nice and upright, put your left hand on your right knee, and then tighten your right fingertips behind you so you're twisting your spine over towards your right side, okay? Nice and easy here, just getting some rotation in your spine. Big deep breaths in through your nose, out through your mouth, and again, make sure you are breathing and not holding your breath. Muscles will cinch up if you hold your breath. In 3, 2, 1, and rest. Now keep your left hand on your right knee. Bring your right arm up and over towards your left side. So you'll feel a nice big stretch on your right side, down through here of your rib cage, all the way down to your hip. And when you breathe, think about sending your breath into the side of that right rib cage to really open it up. Hold here for 3, 2, 1, and come back down. Now we're gonna switch sides. So your right hand goes on your right knee, your left hand tense gently behind you, and you're just gonna twist. You can use your right hand to kind of pull your body and twist a little bit further if you'd like. Keep your head turning over to the left. I know I'm turning to the right. I'm just trying to see where my timer's at right now. Keep holding for 3, 2, 1, and rest. Keep that right hand on your left knee. Left hand goes up and over your head towards your right side. You should again feel a big stretch on your left side. As you breathe, think about sending that breath into your left rib cage to really open up and stretch your side. This is one of my favorite stretches. I love this one. Hold for 3, 2, 1, and relax. Come on out of there. All right, so now come on out of the band and you're gonna detach your band from the buckle. So I'm just gonna push on my little, looks like a little seatbelt thing, okay? Gonna detach the band on both sides. Okay, and now you guys are gonna flip around onto your back. I'll pause my timer here for just a second so you guys can follow along and get situated. All right, so what we're gonna be doing here, take your band and you're gonna put it on your foot like so. Okay, I'm gonna straighten out my left foot. Let me grab my timer again so I can see our time. All right, so now you're gonna straighten out your right leg, your right knee, and then gently pull your leg up so you feel a nice stretch in the back of your right thigh. Everybody is just a little bit different when it comes to flexibility. What I can do might not be the same as my husband or my friend, so on and so forth. So just go to wherever you have your own abilities. Make sure you're keeping that knee nice and straight. Hold for 3, 2, 1, and now you're just gonna gently bring that right leg over towards your left side. So crossing over your midline of your body towards your left. You should now feel a bigger stretch on the outside of your thigh and towards kind of the back and outside of your thigh. So we're getting your IT band and your lateral hamstrings now. Again, keep that knee nice and straight. Nice deep breaths. If you want a bigger stretch, flex your foot just a little bit. It will involve your calf more and relax down. Okay, now everybody switch to your left foot now. Same thing, right leg goes straight. I'm going to lock out my left leg, left knee, and then bring my leg up. Now you might feel a difference from the left side to the right side. My left side is a little bit tighter. I'm not as flexible as my right side. So sometimes I have to work just a little bit harder on that. So if one side is a little tighter than the other, don't worry, it's kind of completely normal, okay? This means we gotta focus a little bit more on that one side. In 3, 2, 1, and gently drop it over towards your right side now. Keeping that left knee nice and locked out. If you flex your foot, again, you can get a little bit bigger stretch because it's involving your calf, all right? your calf joint and your calf muscle and your hamstring muscle both cross at the knee. So when both of them are extending, you get a nice huge stretch of your whole entire leg. Keep holding here for 3, 2, 1, and relax down. All right, you can set that band off to the side. And now we're gonna play around with a little glute stretch here, okay? So you're gonna bring your right hand on top of your right knee. Your left hand is gonna go on your shin. You're gonna bring your right knee up and over towards your left shoulder. And then using your left hand, you're gonna rotate your shin kind of down, your foot down towards the floor. You should feel a big stretch in the back of your bottom. So this is kind of like pigeon pose in yoga, except non-weight bearing. So for those of us that have had some knee or hip issues and can't quite get into that pigeon position, this is a great option for you guys to try in a non-weight bearing type position. 3, 2, 1, and relax down, switching sides. Left hand on left knee, right hand on your left shin. Bring that knee up and over towards your right shoulder. And then with your right hand, rotate your left leg down towards the floor, or the foot towards the floor. And again, you should feel a nice stretch in the back of your butt. Try to keep your hips squared. Don't let your body kind of rock over towards the side. Keep that spine down. Keep holding there for 3, 2, 1, and relax down. All right, so now you're gonna bring both knees in towards your chest, okay? You can put your hands on top of your knees and kind of give them a bear hug. If that's not comfortable, you can always put your hands underneath your knees like this as well. So this is just a nice, easy knees to chest stretch. Helps stretch out your glutes and your lower back as well. If you want, you can gently rock side to side. With each breath, you can pull those knees back just a little bit more if you'd like. For 3, 2, and 1. All right, now bringing both feet onto the floor, you're gonna gently drop your knees side to side. So these are called windshield wipers or rotations. We're gonna be doing 5 on each side. That's my second one there. And I'm going for 3, 3, and 4, and 4, and 5, and 5. So it gives you just a nice relief of your lumbar spine after we've been sitting and doing all kinds of fun positions throughout our day. All right, so come on up now. We're gonna come into standing and go ahead and stretch out our calves, all right? So facing the door, you can put your hands on the door frame or the wall. You're gonna step your right foot back and your left knee is gently gonna come forward into a little bit of a lunge here, okay? You should feel a nice big stretch in the back of your calf. Some things to note here, make sure your right foot is pointing forward towards the door and your heel isn't coming out or in, okay? So make sure it's pointing straight ahead. If you need a bigger stretch, you can always take a bigger step forward, okay? The only thing that's flexing there is the back of my ankle. And relax. Okay, step the feet together, and then right foot comes forward, left foot back, bend that right knee. You'll feel a nice big stretch in the back of that left calf now. Nice deep breaths. Again, make sure the feet are pointed forward towards the door. This is again one of my favorites that I like to do because I like to run and move around and chase after my little guy all day. So this actually feels pretty good on my calves. And relax. All right, so now everybody grab your ball. You may sit in a chair if you'd like to do this. I'm gonna stand here. So I'm gonna put the ball on the mat here, and all I'm gonna do is roll on the bottom of my foot. So I'm going over my arch and my plantar fascia. I'm not going over any of the bony parts. So your heel is pretty bony, as is the ball of your foot. Go from just the base of your heel, where it kind of drops off, just to the end of the ball of your foot. Back and forth over the meaty parts of your foot. You can kind of rotate it in and get your your instep or your arch there. Move it around. Go ahead and switch sides. is one of the magical ones that I love to do as well after running. In through your instep, in through your plantar fascia. What you can also do is put your heel on the floor and then gently rock your foot side to side. And then after a little bit, move that ball up or down a little bit, rock side to side again. So you're kind of moving all the way up and down in through your arch there. I'm gonna go back to rolling back and forth. So I normally like to do this again after I run or work out longer than 30 seconds because to me it feels pretty good. So I like to spend a little extra time with this little ball roll here. And again, you can use, I use a lacrosse ball. Lacrosse ball is pretty hard. So if you want to use a tennis ball, it's a little bit softer, or a golf ball is a little harder, but it's smaller. For people that have plantar fascia, they've used frozen water bottles before. That's a little aggressive for just stretching. So I normally just use a ball here. Okay. All right. Well, that is the end of our gentle stretching video. Okay. So these again will be released on December 18th. Heidi will be doing a blog post on them. So look for it on our website under the blog tab. If you go up to the top right side of primal7.com, click on resources, and then you'll see videos and blogs. You click the blog tab, and there will be a blog post about it. And I think she's sending out an email as well. In that blog post, it explains a little bit about the flexibility program. There's 4 videos in it. The first one is gentle, just like we did today, head to toe stretching, basically, nice and easy. And then there's 3 other stretching and mobility videos, one for upper body, one for spine, and then one for lower body. You can pick and choose whichever ones you want to do. It's not one of those videos or series that you do video 1 and then you progress to video 2, so on and so forth. So you can do whichever one you would like, okay? All right, so I'm gonna come on up here. Is there anybody that has any questions? You're welcome, Anne, thanks for coming. If you guys have to run out real quick, I completely understand. Everybody's got crazy schedules here. But if anybody has any questions about anything, please unmute and let me know here. Let's see here. Let me go on my phone here real quick. We're going to be doing flexibility class, upper body flexibility on, let's see if I can find it here real fast, December 21st at 6:30. You're welcome, Monica. Thanks for coming. Thanks, Nala. And then next week on Monday, we'll have the push-up and the row workshop. So if you want to get a little bit better at your push-up or rowing technique, you can join in there and we'll go over those techniques and kind of troubleshoot some things. And then the next one will be core stability video number 2 on December 16th. So if you haven't done core stability class number 1, go ahead and check it out. Again, it's on the YouTube channel and on the Primal 7 blog as well. So check out those if you want to learn a little bit more about your core and getting a little bit stronger there. And then the last one is setup workshop on the 29th at 6:30, okay? And on our Facebook group, we have all these workshops that we've done in classes, and there's links on our Facebook group to all of them. If you're not on social media, please email me at jenna@primal7.com. It's in the chat right here at the bottom, okay? I posted it in there earlier if you guys can see it. Email me with whatever questions, comments you have. If you need help troubleshooting, something like that, I'm always here for you guys. So please reach out, let me know. I'm here to help with whatever you guys need, okay? All right, Linda, do you have any other questions?
Where you have it hooked on the door, does the door swing in or swing out?
It swings away from me. So that's what I was talking about a little bit earlier. And you know what, now that you're the only one left on here, so let's go over a little bit of setup. I've got some time. All right, so I'm gonna bring you over here so you can see it a little bit better. Oh, my picture went away?
Yeah.
Oh no, I've still got it on, let me.
All I see is my name.
I can see me. I can hear you.
Yeah, I can hear you, but not see you.
I don't know what I did. Because I can still see me. If you go up to your top right-hand corner and click view, and then click speaker, do I pop up?
There you go. Yep, you're here.
Yay, okay, very good. All right. Sometimes what happens is if you have it clicked on speaker and you start talking, so it'll go back and forth between me and you because we're both talking. If you go and click on gallery, it will show me and you side by side.
That's what I got. We're side by side.
Yeah. So there you go. Okay. All right. So let me see. It might be a little hard to see with my Christmas decorations up here.
No, I can see.
But I'll bring you down here a little bit. So here is my system here. Kick the ball away. All right. So my door swings away from me. Okay. You want to make sure you have the door swinging away from you, so you're using the actual door frame as your support. If I were to put it on the other side of my door, it would be only supporting my weight by the door, and you'd actually start to see the door kind of open a little bit at the top. So you definitely want to use it opening away from you. A good thing is to make sure you have space, and if you take your arms out and you can do a circle, you've got enough space to kind of work out in that area. So I take both of these guys in my hand like this, okay? You can see here's the little buckles at the top. They go over the top of the door. I'm a little short, so I gotta come up on tiptoes. And then I close the door just almost all the way closed so I can kind of space them out here a little bit.
Oh, that's too easy.
I like to go about a shoulder width apart. And then I close the door, okay? And now I'm just gonna pull on it, just gently tug, just to make sure that that little bracket at the end is all the way up against the top of my door. And I'm gonna pull here a little bit. There we go. All right. It's also much easier to put that up without the band attached. The band adds a significant amount of weight to it. So please take that off first because it's so much easier. So then to set up from here is the buckle right here. All I'm gonna do is click it into my little seatbelt. Click, you'll hear it. And then I just put the safety strap over, and then I'll just do the same thing on the other side. The only thing here that I ask people to do is make sure that the bands aren't twisted. Try to get them as straight as you can. There's my other clip. Because if you do get it twisted, the band just kind of gets twisted when you're working out. It just doesn't feel good. So just make sure everything's nice and flat and safe, okay? The next thing here real quick, I'll pull these covers down. These are the safety release levers up here, okay? Right now they are both locked. So if I press on my rings, they're not moving, okay? You can see when it's locked, both webbing straps here are in through this 9 hook. I don't know if you can see it or visualize it with your computer, with your system. But what I'm going to do here is I'm going to unhook it from that 9 hook. Watch what happens now. When I press on the rings, it goes down. Okay? Now, even if it's unlocked, if I'm in the band and I press on the band like this or put my foot in it, it's not moving. So there's a safety feature built in so that if you're using the band, you're not going anywhere. But if you do press down on the rings, it will go places. Okay, so if you're using the rings, make sure they're locked. So to get this back up to center, all I'm going to do is lift up the safety strap, the release lever, and then pull down. You can see my ring move up and down there. So now my ring is, well, we're not quite center yet. We'll go up just a little bit higher.
So how do you know what height you want them?
So if you're using your rings, what I suggest, I'll show you here real quick. Before we go into that though, if I'm going to use my rings, I want to make sure both my webbings are in that 9 hook. So I'm going to take both of them, make a little loop, and then slide it through that right there. Okay, and then I push on it, completely locked in place. So when we talk about ring length, I might have to move your hair a little bit. Here we go. Just real fast here. Okay. So when we talk about ring length, when I walk out to here, I'm going to come into my lean and then pull. I'm nice and upright when I come all the way up. So if my rings are too short, I might be coming up onto my toes, like way up like this, or vaulting forward. If they're too long, And I might come way back here and be like, oh, I have to take a step forward.
Okay.
So you just kind of have to play with it a little bit and move your feet back and forth to wherever you feel is best. Another quick little tip with respect to the rings. Let me bring in. I'll just pick my computer up. Sorry if you get motion sickness. There is a loop here on the top of the ring. What that is for is you can stow your rings. So up here on this 9 hook, see that? See that hook up in there? I can put that webbing right on there to kind of stow my rings. So I'll show you here real fast. So here's my loop, and I just hook it here. So if I'm going to do a workout that I want the rings, and I'm not going to be using the rings, and I just kind of want them up and away so I'm not crashing all over the place, I just hook it up there, and it's out of my way. Okay. You do the same thing with the other side. The only thing I do caution with the ring being up, make sure you're not hanging on it from this position. That 9 hook is non-weight bearing, so it's okay holding just like the rings and the straps, completely fine. But for 142 pounds of me hanging on it, it doesn't like it. So don't hang on it if it's just kind of hanging up there on that 9 hook. Okay.
I think I can do this now.
Yeah, I think you can too. It's pretty easy. I will, let's see here. If you email me at jenna@primal7.com, I will send you the link to my latest setup workshop. And it has a whole bunch of extra little tidbits and stuff. And it's a little bit longer.
Wait till the end of the month. I go, no. So I signed up for all your other classes to watch.
Yeah, definitely shoot me an email and I'll send you the link to that setup. And there's a whole bunch of other resources on our website as well if you have any questions about that. But please, we are here to help you with anything you need. If you are playing around with it and still can't get it, shoot me another email and I'll set up like a little video with me and you on Zoom, and I'll help you kind of try to set it up.
Okay, thank you.
All right, perfect. All right, well, shoot me an email, jenna@primal7.com, and I will send you that link as soon as I can.
Okay, thank you.
All right, you're very welcome. Have a great rest of your night. I will see you next time.